Well, hello folks. I am coming back to share with you 6 projects that I've created with this month's design team kit from Country Craft Creations. I had an option to pick between 2 paper lines, and I chose Pampered Pooch from Country Craft Creation, or from Heartfelt Creations. And I was super excited to get this. I really love working with the animal print stuff. I'm really hoping that they come out with a kitty cat line because of my cat, but this was super cute and I had a lot of fun creating with this collection. So bear with me, I'm still sick, trying not to cough, so I apologize again if I do. So the first project is this 4.5 by 6.5 inch flip mini, waterfall mini that I used a tutorial from my sister Scrapper, so I'll link that below. It was amazing. We'll first start off with, this is a sticker that was gifted to me just recently in Happy Mail from Tina Kappa here on YouTube. Here is some Prima flowers from my stash, and I used a Martha Stewart punch here. I believe it's this one, just for the little foliage. This is beautiful paper. All I did was glossy accent the rest. Obviously, you can tell it's shiny. I love the puppy peeking out of the pocket, so super cute. And of course, the sticker was the perfect thing. So how this works is it flips open and you have a waterfall, which I used solid color cardstock from my stash, and then this pattern paper. And there's a total of 13 spaces for photos, 6 of these, and then 1 larger photo at the very bottom. I matted all of it with the cardstock that came from the collection. This is a cut apart, says My Best Friend. This was a cute little piece here, and I used the seam binding for the bow. And it says Life is Better with You in it, and another beautiful Prima flower here that I actually took just some ink to, just to darken it a little to make it match everything. In the top is a pocket, again, with this beautiful paper, and I took some of the cut-aparts, and of course I did the tag here with the beautiful seam binding that came from Tamara's store. I love this blue color, folks. If you've not ordered from her before, her seam binding is off the hook. She has every color. Here's another one of the cut-aparts of the same puppy from the front, and again, I just glossy accented the flowers. I just thought those were so beautiful. And then I created a little booklet here, and of course glossy accented that one, and then just matted the inside with some of the patterned paper from the collection. So that is the first project. I just loved how that turned out. I made a bunch of these, and for the bazaar, and believe it or not, I didn't really sell a lot. I sold more than I anticipated to, but these are fun little brag books. You know, you just enough to put a few photos in. They're 1-inch spine, so it's not really super big, but it's just perfect to like stick in a stocking. So that's why I created those. I also created another little mini. I used my cinch machine because I had the perfect green color spiral wire to match this album, or to match the paper. And what I did was I used the Lori Whitlock die here, and I just did this instead of binding it with the 2 holes that the Lori Whitlock album die comes with. This is a die cut, this closure. It's actually this collar die cut that came with my kit, because this came with my kit. And what I did was I cut it out twice, and then I cut it out a 3rd time in Tyvek, and I put the Tyvek in between the 2 pieces so it would be flimsy enough to actually hold. So it actually opens, and yeah, it's a little crinkly because it is cardstock, but I liked it because, you know, if you're very careful, you can actually reclose it back up just like this and stick it through those little holes. Well, of course, it won't do it for me on camera right now because I have to get a little closer to it. But anyway, it will go back through the nozzle and then, of course, or through the little hole. I used a cut apart here. It says Life is Better with You in it. This was also, the paw prints were also a die cut, and I just loved that. Just super darling. So had a blast with that. Used the seam binding for the spine just to give it a little bit of dimension, and then some more of those Prima flowers and leaves. I cut out a heart, and I just fussy cut out one of these little bones in the paper and left it blank, so maybe you could write a little name there if you wanted. And then of course the back, I just used a cut apart with one of the stamps to cover the back of the closure. So of course, as the Lori Whitlock ones go, I did mount some of these, but some of them I did not. Loved the paper. I did mount this photo mat down, but you can slide a photo right under. Thought that was just darling. So it gives you like a couple of different sizes of photos. This is the only pocket and the only removable photo mat. And then of course I attached a little tag from the collection and some seam binding with a bow. And I'll just keep that out so you can see everything else I did. So I left this one blank, of course, so you can attach a photo here. And I just fussy cut this puppy out of the other piece that matched this and just popped him up on foam. Super cute with the flower and then glossy accented. This one is like the birthday page, celebrating your life. And then this one says happy birthday. And I did create a little mat that just sticks right back in there and pops right up over that, so it borders it. And then this cute little puppy again with the bone, so you could put a name there. I just thought that was super cute. And then on this side, I did mat this down, glued it down, but these are popped up, the flowers are, so you can just slide a photo right under there, and it says my furry best friend. And then this over here, well, and here's another little tag. This one also is glued down, and I glossy accented and add some more of the Prima flowers, and it says I love you. The cute tag and the seam binding bow. And over here, same thing. I just left the page pretty bare except for a little tiny photo mat. And you can also journal on this too if they wanted to, but I just thought it was just super cute. And I love this die that I used. So it says you're my best friend, and I just glossy accented and used some more of the Prima flowers from my stash. Over here, I fussy cut out all these flowers, and then I cut out a second one and popped that one up just to give it some dimension, and then this beautiful butterfly, which I also fussy cut out and used glossy accents on. I did glue that mat down, but I left, again, this popped up, so you can slide your photo through it, and you could maybe have it peeking over the photo, so I thought that was really pretty. A lot of fussy cutting. A lot of fun, though, because I enjoy it. Life is Better with You in It, again, with these cute little puppies. And then another one of the stamps up there. And, of course, it's popped up, so you can just slide a photo. And then the last page here is another one of the tags with a cute little seam binding bow. And then I used the dog-eared bone print just to mat the mat. And it says, my best friend. So you can actually just put a photo right in the center of that. So this was a lot of fun project too. I really liked how I did this closure. Let's see if I can attempt one more time to make it actually go through the little holey. Maybe, maybe not. The tie-back really does help it. So, you know, it's so funny because I can't do it, but my stepmom did it on her first try. Anyway, you get the... Oh, and it's also magneted. Oh, there it goes. Yay. I also put a magnet here to reinforce it so it will stay. So super cute. So that was my number 2 project. And then I got into cards. So in my design team kit were also these two, the stamp set. And I haven't used the sentiments yet because I've been using the paper cut-aparts one. But I did use both of these. I haven't yet to use this one, but I did stamp and color this one out right here. And I used the sentiment that says, I'm really missing you. And look how cute it is. It's the puppy's in the suitcase with the sock in its mouth, like, because it's missing you. And I made this one an easel card, so it flips up, and then the sentiment inside says, life is better with you in it. Isn't that adorable? And, of course, just glossy accented. So I love that because it just sits up. Super cute. And then the next card I created was this one. I loved this puppy image where his paws over one eye, and it says, doggone, I missed your birthday. And I made this one into an actual center fold card, or center paw. I don't actually know what this is called. I always forget. But I had these paw print stickers also from Tina Kappa, so I used those because they were super adorable. These flowers, because I don't have any Heartfelt Creations stamps or die flowers, which I would love to have one day, but they're just so spendy. I went ahead and just took white flowers from my stash and inked them because most of the flowers were all white and yellow daisies, so that's pretty much what I was trying to do, is just make them kind of match. And I had some yellow roses in my stash, so that was perfect for this. And of course, I butterfly and glossy accented, and it's just very cute. Sits up. I love it. And then the next card I created was this beautiful little card. I wanted to make a birthday card. This was a cut apart in another bigger piece, and I just fussy cut out the actual birthday cake and used some dies to center this, and of course made a daisy and found some more little flowers that had the peach color in it, and then of course tied a little green bow here. And when you open it, it flips open. It says make a wish, and then I made a little bow for her hair. Is she not adorable? And then of course I fussy cut out the butterfly and popped it up. So I love how this card turned out. I just think it's super cute and so much fun for a fun little birthday card, you know. So then last but not least, and I still have more paper, folks, so of course I'm still going to be building more and more and more things with this paper just because I really love it. I want to play with some of the stamps a little bit more too. But what I did here was I did a Trifold shutter card, which I really like this design of card. I have a lot of fun with it, but I hadn't made one in a while, so I thought, well, why not? So I took one of the cut aparts, it said thinking of you, and I actually cut off the dog off of it because I wanted this dog to be showcased, not two different dogs. So, of course, I used a flower, and I had this peach paper in my stash, and when I bought it, I thought it was pink because it kind of looks pink, but it isn't. It's glitter paper from Tuesday Mornings, and it matched this perfectly. So, of course, I fussy cut out the doggy border, and then matted it with this tiny little ruffle of black. Just, do you see those little edges of black? That's all I did. And then I matted everything else black matted. So super pretty. And of course, as any Trifold easel card, you pull it out, or Trifold shutter card. I fussy cut out all the doggy prints and used them on there. Just did a blank heart here, left the center blank so you can write a sentiment. And the top I cut out the my best friend and you are possum at the bottom. And then over here, this was a lot of fun to create this side. I had all the extra flowers left over, and that's all I had left. And there was a sentiment that says, I wuff you, and it was full, and it all looked like this. But I had this little bone, and I just cut it out and put it sideways so it looked like an eye. So it says, I wuff you with the bone, and it was so cute. So that's what I created out of this, and I think this one's probably my favorite just because it's more girly. The other ones are a little bit more on the boy side, but I had to make something girly. And of course I put some of the smallest bow I've ever made in my life. I used that Zutter's Bow It All machine that I got for my birthday from Tamra. So awesome. I was able to make a tiny, tiny, tiny bow. So these are the cards that I've created, folks, and the projects that I've created. I had a lot of fun with these. I'll just scroll through so you can see them again. Comment below and tell me which one's your favorite, because I don't know. I think this one and this one, and I really, really, really love how the album turned out with the closure. So these were all just so much fun, and I just wanted to share them with you and to share my design team projects for this month. I will probably do one more video on probably 3 more projects is what I'm working on with the rest of this collection. So, all right, folks, thanks for coming and watching, and I hope you all have a great Saturday.